Welcome, I am the thinker. Someone maybe a lot like you, who has spent many hours in silence thinking about the idea of forgiveness. Today, I invite you to join me on this calm exploration. Picture me in a cozy study, surrounded by books and the soft light of a lamp. This is a space for thinking, a place where we can ask tough questions without being afraid. Here, forgiveness is not a rule or an order, but a question. What does it mean to forgive? Why is it so hard and at the same time so needed? As I write in my notebook, I wonder about the stories we all carry. The hurts, the regrets, the hopes for peace. I believe that forgiveness is not about forgetting or making excuses, but about understanding and healing. It's simple and deep at the same time, familiar and mysterious. So let's start this series. Forgiveness, a strong four-legged stool. It has 4 videos, and each one is about an important part of forgiveness. Ethics, psychology, society, and spirituality. Like a four-legged stool, strong, symbolic, where a person can sit without falling when they've been hurt, when they're trying to make things right with others or with themselves. Welcome to the conversation. Let's pause together and think about one single word, forgiveness. What does this word make you feel? Is it peace or confusion? A gentle feeling that sets you free, or a storm inside? Forgiveness is a place we rarely visit, but it always calls to us. Today, we start a journey, not just to feel forgiveness, but to understand it. Imagine a sturdy little stool with 4 legs: ethics, psychology, society, and spirituality. The first one we're going to look at is ethics, the base that asks us, what is the right thing to do? Forgiveness, from an ethics point of view, isn't about just sitting back. It's a conscious action, a decision. It's a choice that shapes who we are and who we want to be. So let's think together. Let's question forgiveness, take it apart, and put it back together. What does it ask of us? What does it give us in return? This isn't about easy answers, but about facing what's complex and what makes us uncomfortable. Forgiveness is a deeply human puzzle. Messy, beautiful, and real. Are you ready to explore this first leg of our ethics stool? The journey to forgiveness starts now. Let's go forward, together. Welcome. We approach forgiveness with curiosity, without fear. It's a moral choice, a moral act that sets us apart from just reacting. Unlike emotions that can run us over, forgiveness needs a pause, a well-thought-out decision. No one can make you forgive. It has to come from inside you. Forgiveness is like saying that you have your own values, that you can choose how to act. You're not just a victim of the hurt, but someone who can choose how to respond. The weight of being wronged can tie you to the past. Forgiveness is the key, but only you can turn it. It's not about erasing the hurt, but about not letting it define your present or your future. This is deciding for yourself, the courage to face the wounds and choose a path beyond getting even. Forgiving isn't weakness, it's strength, the power to change your pain. It's a challenge and a promise that belongs only to you. The choice to forgive is yours. What will you do with it? The answer is up to you. A lot of times we get forgiveness mixed up with forgetting or making excuses for the bad thing that happened. But real forgiveness isn't about not remembering. It doesn't wipe away the past. The memory of the hurt stays, and that's okay, to honor what you stood strong through. Forgiving also isn't about making excuses for or downplaying the harm that was done. It looks right at the damage, honestly, seeing how deep it went and how it affected you, how it really got to you. Forgiveness is a change, a shift in how you connect with that memory. The pain might still be there, but its power to control you gets weaker and weaker. It's not about ignoring the wound or pretending it's not there, but about taking care of it so it can heal. You might have a scar, but it doesn't get infected anymore. It doesn't hurt in that same old way. Forgiving is about letting go of the anger, not for the other person, but for yourself, so you can move on, you know? Forgetting is like denying it. Making excuses is like covering it up. Real forgiveness takes a lot of courage. It's about overcoming, not erasing the memory. It's about healing, about facing it, not sweeping it under the rug. This is the heart of ethical forgiveness. It's a path to freedom, so we can all breathe a little easier. So, what about justice? Does forgiving mean the other person doesn't have to take responsibility anymore? Wanting justice is a very human thing. It's like a call for things to be fair and get back on track. Forgiveness doesn't wipe away responsibility, and it doesn't excuse the person who did the harm. It's something that comes from inside you, but justice comes from the outside. It's about consequences and making things right again. They can both go hand in hand. You can forgive in your heart and still look for justice out in the world. Forgiving doesn't mean you just sit back and do nothing, and it doesn't mean you're okay with what happened. It's choosing not to let hate eat you up while you still stand up for what's fair. Lots of people have forgiven even while they were fighting for truth and for things to be made right. Forgiveness and justice, they take different roads, but they're both really important. The tricky part is finding a way to have both, to look for justice without holding a grudge, and to forgive without forgetting the bad stuff that happened. It's like a careful dance between being kind and making sure people are responsible. It's not easy, but you can do it. And it's something we need to do. We are not alone in this struggle. Philosophers, those really smart thinkers, thought a lot about forgiveness for a very long time. Aristotle saw being good or virtue as finding a balance. So forgiveness is also a brave middle way. Nietzsche warned us not to get stuck holding on to bad feelings. Forgiving means having power over yourself. It's a really big step, like remaking yourself, refusing to stay a victim. Paul Ricoeur said forgiveness is a gift, not something you trade. It's about breaking the cycle of feeling like someone owes you something. True forgiveness is hard, like a goal we're always trying to reach. These thinkers remind us, forgiveness isn't just personal. It's also about big ideas. It's philosophical. It touches on memory, justice, who we are, and freedom. There are no easy answers, only deeper questions. The struggle itself is meaningful. Every generation has to face forgiveness all over again. In that, we find connection and hope. We've looked at forgiveness as a choice, something we decide to do, not about forgetting or saying it's okay, but about setting yourself free. Forgiveness is a really deep act of inner freedom. It's like taking back your own feelings and space. It's like saying you're in charge. You're the one writing the story of your inner life. Holding on to anger traps you. Forgiveness sets you free. It's not for the other person, it's for you. Forgiveness and making up are two different things. You can forgive without having to make up. Your peace doesn't depend on the other person saying sorry or feeling bad. Forgiveness is your choice to heal and move on. It's about saying you matter and you're important. As we wrap up this first part of our journey together, remember, forgiveness is a journey, not a place you just arrive at. And in that journey, you'll find change, peace, and hope. The power to forgive and to set yourself free is inside you. What will you choose? The question is still there. It's yours to answer. Okay, we're at the end of this part now, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me on this journey to the heart of forgiveness. Your being here, your willingness to think together, and your openness to new ideas made this whole exploration so meaningful. But hey, our journey doesn't stop here. In our next video, we're going to dive even deeper into healing from within, forgiveness, and how our minds work. Together, we'll find out how our minds and feelings work together when we heal, and what science shows us about the amazing power of letting things go. If you found today's episode helpful, get ready, because you won't want to miss the next one. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell so you don't miss a single step of this journey. Let's keep walking this path together, side by side, towards more understanding, peace, and hope. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, take good care of yourselves, okay? And remember, every time you forgive, it's a step towards your own freedom. See you in the next video.